We're here at UCSF hosting Dose of the Valley, where we're bringing together Canada's most promising life science companies and connecting them with key decision makers in the Bay Area.
We've already got a lot of business going on internationally, but we're looking at entering the US market now. So having those partners and those warm contacts from the trade commissions is really helpful.
Our estimates put 400,000 Canadians in Northern California. We're one of the largest groups down here. So basically you look in any VC, any multinational, the players of influence there'll be Canadians in those circles.
So if you think of some of the most important companies in the Bay Area, there's like a hidden Canadian, like usually at a C-level, there's some great venture capitalists, and there's a lot of successful entrepreneurs that live here.
And so we're trying to help support startup companies by thinking about what are the best partners that they can work with in the ecosystem in the US market that have the same incentives aligned with theirs.
It's a really good opportunity in a very short period of time to meet a relatively large number of investors, strategics, and other players in the med tech space.
One big challenge they have is that their networks are not developed because they've been focusing on the science and they've been focusing on building their company in Canada. But we think by getting them connected here, that's a good chance for them to optimize their company's performance globally.
For me, it was a wonderful experience getting face-to-face feedback from people in California.
Not only have I met some really interesting entrepreneurs, CEOs who have been there and done that, shared their experiences, I've met with some investors giving their advice and guidance.
I was really impressed with their enthusiasm to help and to collaborate with people, so I thought that was a huge win-win situation for everyone involved.
Great to actually be here in person to have face-to-face time with them.
We've had people from a range of different healthcare companies, from digital health, enterprise infrastructure, to pharmaceutical companies. It's obvious that there's a lot of great companies that we should be looking at in Canada.
I learned about a company that's exploring some therapeutics for Alzheimer's, a very exciting indication, and hopefully they'll find some great opportunities to move that program forward.
CEOs giving us the benefit of their experience, venture capitalists talking about how we can best engage with them, and of course just walking around and networking with people.
Hearing the perspective of different VC groups versus strategic groups and how that ties into basically their perspective from an investment point of view.
Dose of the Valley gave us an opportunity to actually talk to people who are potential buyers of our products.
This has definitely been a successful event for us here at Dose of the Valley in San Francisco at Genentech Hall. This has been an extraordinary day, meeting some of the top VCs in the world.
Having these companies come down and get a sense of what is it going to take to be really successful on a world-class basis, and what do they need to do both inside their companies, but in terms of external outreach and the people that they have to network to really make their vision successful. I think that's the main part.
I think it is very good that the Consulate facilitates these type of programs and brings in experts for these companies. I think that's very hard for them to access and find these types of expertise and these types of people.
What I've really appreciated is their war stories, right? So people have been through it. They're very knowledgeable, and they've been incredibly real and very generous with their advice. So you're talking to people who've lived the experience, walked down the same road, and have some really good tips.